Okay, now we're on board, we've unpacked, we've gone up, we've got our cocktail ready for the sail away party, and there's a delay. Somebody's sick on board, ambulance has come, picked them up, and taken them away. Very sad. Good reminder, always make sure you have travel insurance. They didn't even get to sail for one day. Take two on our sail away drinks as we leave Hawaii behind, sailing towards our first port. Once on board, we find out there's a change in the itinerary. We'll be going to Raiatea first, then Moorea, and then Papeete. But wait, we haven't even done a full day of sailing, and the captain has just announced we're turning the ship around and going back to Honolulu as there's an emergency on board. Yep, somebody was evacuated off the ship via helicopter. You can watch the footage while I explain what happened. One of the passengers got up just like the rest of us on day 2 and went up to the gym. While they were in the gym, there was a medical emergency and the medical staff was called. They decided to take him down to the medical facilities to help him further and then made a decision that they needed to get him to a hospital. By this time, we were way out to sea and a helicopter couldn't have reached us, so the captain made the call to turn the ship around and sail back towards Honolulu until the helicopter could reach us. To add to these problems, the helicopter came out to the ship and the winch wouldn't work. Evacuation of the Seas doesn't have a helipad, so the only way was to get him off via a winch. So he turned around, went back, and another helicopter came out, and eventually they were able to winch the patient onto the helicopter. Now, when helicopters come out to cruise ships, they send a support plane out with them. If you just look in a minute, you'll see this bright light. That's the support plane over there. That's all we could see. This was all happening at about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And just to give you a look at what the support plane actually looks like, this is a picture of it. But we only saw it as a light. I just wanted to show you this bit of footage as well. As you can imagine, it's very dangerous trying to manoeuvre that helicopter around in the dark as well. But if you look directly above, that's the bridge in that little piece sticking out from the ship. It's a bit hard to see, but there's certainly crew up in the bridge that have communication, not only with the helicopter, but all the crew that was down at the site where the patient had to be winched up into the helicopter. What's comforting to know is that the passengers come first. From the medical staff that gave their full attention to this passenger, to the crew members that all helped, to the captain making the decision to turn the ship around, every one of them played a part in saving this man's life. Now in this footage you can see these are the moments where he was finally on board and the helicopter then starts to head back to the closest hospital. The helicopter's just waiting for the Coast Guard support plane to come. As you can see it, that's the light underneath the helicopter there. And then it will come around and they will both make their way back to the closest hospital. We did get some information the next day from the wife of the gentleman who was sick that he had been rushed in and had some heart surgery, and she was very grateful for the actions that all the crew, including the captain turning the ship around, which all went towards saving her husband's life. Again, this is a good time to bring to your attention, always make sure you have travel insurance. This could have ended up being a very costly cruise if the people did not have any sort of insurance. Now, the impact this had on our cruise was nil. The captain turned the ship back around. He sailed back on course and caught up time, and we still arrived at our first destination at the time that was planned. Now here it is. Call me crazy, call me paranoid. I hope there is no more incidents that happen on this cruise. We've had 2 medical emergencies and a change of itinerary. Fingers crossed, that's it. Now, if you've liked this video or it's helped you to understand emergencies on a cruise, then give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you ring that bell, you'll see the notification when I put my next video up. Join me on a tour of Ovation of the Seas in my next video.